Hello guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. It's politics again, because to be quite frankly with you, a lot of stuff has happened over the last couple of days and I really want to get it out. So then you guys know. So far I was just looking at nuclear bombs are illegal because, yeah, they are illegal. They're classified as illegal just like chemical and biological weapons. So like hydrogen bomb, all them types of bombs. In the news today, I think what we've heard is that Russia, you know, Putin, he's because you have all your nuclear warheads and everything, he's moved them out of storage, and aimed them at Ukraine. So I think what's going to happen is he's threatening Ukraine because Ukraine and Russia are having conflict. But there is, like, you know, for people worrying that, you know, if there is a World War III, because there is like conflict between literally most countries these days. It is looking like there will be a world war if one of the nuclear warhead goes off, because Putin doesn't give a shit about if they're illegal or not. But all I know right here is that I have a solid feeling that if there is a World War III, that nuclear bombs will not be used. It'll be like World War II, so it'll be like aerial combat, you know, because Russia's trying to invade Ukraine, I think. 1 minute. Oh, Russia trying to invade Ukraine. But the going to... Look. Will Russia invade Ukraine? Low to medium risk in next few days, US General says. And everyone's saying, right, I've heard that Ukraine's fearing that Russia will invade. But from what I know for certain is that if Ukraine gets invaded, there is America, there is Japan, there is Britain, there's France, there's Spain, Poland. There'll be something like, you know, like those 6-7 countries will help Ukraine. It's like World War II, where Germany invaded Poland. You know, like, you get the gist. So Putin, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's like Hitler, but like he wouldn't multiple kill like people, if you get what I mean. So there's no to worry about at the moment. I think it's just a little bit of beef that will die down soon. But like I said, Biden's ready for it. We're ready for it. Japan's ready for it. But the thing is, right, over the last couple of days, there has been stuff like China kicking off at US and Japan, because US and Japan have a really good alliance now, which is good because I guess, obviously, after what happened in World War II with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I'm actually really happy that Japan has forgiven USA and the US has forgiven them for Pearl Harbor. I'm really happy that they've done that. But China's not very happy about it. Like, you know, if you get what I mean, it's very political. But I myself thought I'd do this video without the swearing and without the, you know, your wagwan and all that, because on my gaming videos, yeah, it'd be like that. But obviously, I've realised that my views go down if I'm swearing at politics, because politics is supposed to be a matter where we don't swear whatsoever. You know, if you get what I mean. So yeah, politics. There will be a video whenever something's kicking off. Like, obviously, this is a big thing now. This has been out for like 3 days now, and it's popped up on my Bing. Look, if you look at my Bing, just pop that in. Look, it's popping up everywhere. Why does it say I'm in Florida, man? I'm not in Florida. I'm in Beeston. Yo. Why does it say I'm in Beeston, man? Top stories. you know, it's brilliant, man. It's fucking mad. I think it's ridiculous, you know. I don't know why they're beefing. Like, at the end of the day, it's. I think the reason why Russia. Wait, what? Why? I don't know. Why is there conflict between. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine stems from more about 20 years. 20 years! 20 years! The reason why, right, sorry, I'm getting a bit annoyed here. The reason why Russia is pissed off at Ukraine, sorry for my language, but I'm going to have to say pissed off sometimes. Sorry. But the reason why Russia is pissed at Ukraine, right, is because of 20 years of weak governments, right? The government's inability to promote a current and a common domain about. Oh, right, no, so it's Ukraine's fault. Because they more rely on Russia than they do themselves. Because, like, you know, like so much, you know. I've always wondered, since it's been increasingly intense the past few days, one thing remains constant: the current rise in Ukraine today stems from the Ukrainian president's rejection of a single. Oh, for God's sake! So, from what I've read, right, Russia's pissed at him because they said no to an economic deal. I don't understand that for 1 second. I do not understand that. Like, come on, man. Ukraine. I don't know, is Ukraine and Russia? 1 minute. Let me just check how long we're on the video for. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. So, while tensions in Ukraine have been increasing, single economic deal with the European Union regarding an association agreement. Sorry, guys. I'm just really interested in politics these days. Is Ukraine a Russian state? So, Ukraine state, because most of the territory of modern day Ukraine minus West Ukraine. How about its territory? Right, so yeah, Ukraine is a little bit of Russia. I just understand. I just want to understand, right? Yeah, why there is so much conflict because they said no to an agreement like economic. Because like that's like saying, right? Yeah, so we've had Brexit. If you're in Britain, you know what Brexit is. We've had the Brexit deal where we're moving out of the EU. There's been some conflict between Brussels and the Britain because Brussels has tried scamming us. If you get what I mean by that. So sorry, guys, but like, we're gonna go there. I bet we're gonna go there same way as Ukraine did after a couple of years. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, Ukraine probably did the best thing by saying no to the economic deal. Because like, if you're in England, you know that the EU takes what billions and billions of pounds out of Britain each year for like, you know, like peacekeeping and all that. Well, no, not peacekeeping because we use our own peacekeeping. But like, if you get what I mean, there's a lot of political stuff that's going off, right? Yeah. So, you know, you've got like, US versus China. China's education system is largest in the world. No, don't want that. China kicks off at USA and Japan. Beijing warns US-Japan against collision versus China. Right. I mean, you guys must like, you know, like, say if you don't understand politics. I understand a little bit of politics. I'm not that very good because I'm a 15-year-old lad. But like, if we go down Yahoo News. Do 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 do. Beijing, China has expressed serious concerns to the United States and Japan over what it calls negative moves and collision between the two countries against China. Statement from Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijian came just before and welcomed Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga to the White House on Friday in his first face-to-face meeting with a foreign leader. This meeting is seen as reflected Biden's emphasis on strengthening alliances to deal with the most assertive China and other global challenges. That is what you should do. Come on, guys. Come on, China. You must be happy that after Nagasaki, Pearl Harbor, Hiroshima, that they're actually getting along. Because this is the first time in ages that they've actually. Zhao told reporters as a day that Japan and the United States should take China's concerns and demand seriously, avoid words and actions that interfere in China's internal affairs and China's interests. They haven't done that. They have not done that. China has no objection to the development of normal bilateral relationships, right? So that's that. But such relationships should help enhance multiple understandings and just among regional countries and contribute to peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific region and should not target or harm the interests of third parties, Zhao said. China would make necessary responses as appropriate. Knowing China, their responses would be nuking, because they're like Russia, they don't like being beaten, or they don't like other countries being together. Biden and Suga said their meeting as a chance to encounter messaging from Chinese President Xi Jinping He's been a president for ages now, hasn't he? That American democracies in general are on the decline after the political turmoil and backing away from global leadership that marked Donald Trump's presidency. Japan remains China's traditional rival, dating from Tokyo's brutal World War II occupation of much of the country. So I get it now. China's pissed at US because they're with Japan because of what happened to, I think it was Tokyo. I don't know. US-China's never moved to Taiwan Strait and South China Sea, which China claims virtually in its entirety have added to tensions between. Right, so what I've heard, right, yeah, is that in the Taiwan Strait, I'll tell you about the South China Sea in a minute because that's a big one. Taiwan Strait. No, I'll tell you about the South China Sea first. Basically, what happened was, right, yeah, was in the South China Sea, there was like fishing boats, and they were all like hooked together along the whole of the sea. And America, because they look like warships, it's obviously gonna kick off because America, right, yeah, China obviously aimed it at USA, and it was, China said, right, yeah, that it was because obviously there was a storm, the boats hooked together and like they were staying together so they wouldn't sink. If one sunk, the rest would keep it up. But basically they didn't look like fishing boats. They looked like war boats, you know, like the small ones you get, like, you know, I don't know, like patrol boats. But the thing is, right, yeah, when they took the picture of like all the boats together, there was no storm or anything, so they were just entirely together. I think that was a threat towards US. And then the Taiwan Strait, there was a Chinese air carrier, and on both sides of the Chinese air carrier there was an American one and a Japanese one. I was on about this earlier, I think it's in my other video if you want to go look at that. And China said that they won't let Taiwan be an independent. I think one of the reasons why they have conflict is because they won't let Taiwan be an independent country. That's what the thing Biden's kicking off about. The Biden administration says the primary challenge for the United States lies in managing the US's policies towards the Indian Pacific, the main theatre in which China is flexing its growing economic and military power. That's what I was on about in the South China Sea. They're trying to flex their economic and their military power, but it's not working because Biden won't have it, because Biden is a really good leader. that helped guide Biden's decision announced this week to pull US troops out of Afghanistan. Right. This is where Britain gets involved, because Britain's not very happy that the US troops were pulled out of Afghanistan and to focus on like East Asia, so China, India. But mind you, there's more COVID over in Pakistan, so, and Afghanistan. There's more like COVID there. So anyway, that's it. That's it for today, I think. But yeah, stuff's kicking off, and I think it will die down because, like, most like politics. Let's see how we're on. We're on 16 minutes, guys. We've got 4 minutes left. GOP White House moves forward as Trump continues to run. Trump 2024. Right, I'm gonna put an input on this. I'm not gonna swear, or don't worry. I think Donald Trump, the reason why everyone hates him is because he had no political view when he signed up the first time. He's just an actor and he's a billionaire, so what, right, yeah. But he did a lot for he did a lot for America. He really did. He stayed strong when he had a bounty on his head. He stayed strong when conflict between Russia again. He helped with. He did so many things for the country. Yeah, he may have been a racist, and yeah, he may not like Mexicans, but he did a lot for that. He did a lot for the USA. Biden, on the other hand, he's come in 3 months and he's doing all right. He's doing brilliant. He's doing better than Donald Trump. I cannot lie to you. Let's just move down. US and China agree to cooperate. Finally! Oh, thank fuck. Oh wait, no, mind you, they're still at war though, aren't they? So, because that's just the climate action, not exactly the economic one. Fight over Trump's salt tax cap. Biden was tough on drugs for decades. Now he faces challenges of money laundering. Come on, Biden, get through it. I know you can. Fight over Trump's salt tax. Yeah, the one of the reasons why everyone hates Donald Trump is because he got out of tax. He got out of tax, like, so much. Like, how much tax did Donald... How much did, you know... Trump's taxes, what you need to know. This is going to be the next video, I think. Right, so just a little bit from me before we end the video. 1 minute. Make sure you subscribe to the video, make sure you like, make sure you send it to your mates, get them to subscribe. Yes, it is just politics at this moment in time, but it will go more from politics to gaming. I have a couple of things to sort out before that, but from now on, right, because of the conflict between most countries these days, I will be keeping tabs on the politics. Not only will I be doing that, I am going to start playing stuff like IO games like Agario, Deep Sea, like, you know, Eat and Grow, stuff like that, just to keep you entertained. If you like the politics side of stuff, I will continue with the politics because it is a good topic. You need to know about this, to be quite frankly with you, because like most teenagers these days in Britain don't really know about politics. They might not care about it, but when they start getting used to it, obviously they will. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. That would be brilliant. And you know, I will see you in the next video. It's probably going to be either tomorrow or the next day after. I have been uploading